Welcome to the Deep Dive. We take today's news sources and, well, we unpack them for you. Today we're looking at headlines from USA News Today, specifically June 30th, 2025. Our mission, to cut through the noise, see what's really going on, and maybe connect some dots between, policy, climate, tech, global events. It's all happening. So let's dive right in. First up, the debt ceiling deal, a big one. It was a real nail-biter, this bipartisan agreement. Congress passed it literally hours before the deadline. It always feels like they wait till the very last second, doesn't it? Kind of like hitting a buzzer beater in basketball.
Right. And the immediate thing is it worked. It avoided a government shutdown, avoided market chaos. That was the critical part. But what's maybe more insightful, looking deeper, is how they did it. There was this specific procedural mechanism, something about a unique budget reconciliation clause. It suggests maybe it wasn't just a panic scramble, but potentially a planned strategy that finally clicked into place. Could be a template for next time, maybe.
So less chaos, more calculation. That puts a different spin on these high-stakes talks.
Interesting. Okay, well, D.C. was dealing with that. Much of the country is facing a different kind of crisis. Mother Nature this time. We're talking about this record-breaking heat wave hitting the Midwest. And it's not just like a hot summer day. It's over 40 million Americans under excessive heat warnings. There's this heat dome shattering records.
Yeah, that term heat dome, it's basically a strong, high-pressure system acting like a lid, traps the hot air, pushes it down, makes things even hotter. And the thing about this one in the West is its size and how long it's expected to just sit there. It's really testing infrastructure, public health systems in, well, unprecedented ways. It really makes you ask, what does it mean to live like this? For health, for services, for just daily existence for millions of people. 40 million people. Wow. You start thinking beyond just being uncomfortable, right? Like, how do you keep a city running? How do people stay safe? The logistics must be immense. All right, let's shift gears. A major development from the Supreme Court. This affects pretty much everyone online. A landmark decision on a tech privacy case. And the core ruling, it limits how tech companies can collect and, importantly, sell our personal data.
Yeah, this is definitely seen as a big win for privacy advocates. For you listening, it basically means more protection, specifically around things like your browsing history, your location data. Companies can't just bundle and sell that quite so freely without, explicit consent. It's a real shift, more control for individuals.
That sounds like good news across the board.
Yeah.
But did the sources mention any pushback, any potential downsides, maybe for innovation or like smaller tech firms?
Well, yes, there were some concerns voiced. Industry groups worried about, the impact on free ad-supported services, and maybe it being harder for smaller companies to handle the new compliance rules. But the court's direction seems pretty clear and prioritize consumer privacy over, let's say, unchecked data selling. So it's a balance they aimed for.
Okay, understood. Finally, let's look overseas. Tensions flaring up again with Iran. The specific incident, U.S. forces intercepted Iranian naval vessels, happened in the Strait of Hormuz. That place is always a flashpoint.
Oh, absolutely. The Strait of Hormuz. It's not just important, it's arguably the world's most critical choke point for oil. What is it? Like over 20% of the world's daily oil supply goes through there. So this interception involving Iranian fast attack crafts, it really highlights that constant delicate situation. Naval patrols, regional power plays, all in this very narrow, vital waterway. And predictably, it sparked fresh calls for, diplomatic talks to try and cool things down again.
Right? Not just geopolitics, but a literal bottleneck for the global economy. Any incident there has huge potential ripple effects. Wow. So quite a day when you lay it all out. Bet deals, extreme weather, privacy rights, international tensions. It really is striking how much can shift and develop in just 24 hours. Shapes our world in so many different ways.
It really does. And maybe the final thought is, how these things connect. They seem separate: budget fights, heat waves, court rulings, naval encounters. But perhaps they're all threads of bigger trends, right? Government function, climate impact, digital life, global stability. It's all part of this complex web we're navigating every day.
That's a great way to put it. A complex web indeed. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive today. Keep exploring the world around you, ask questions, and we'll be back next time to help unpack it all.